Are we gonna intro?
Say, welcome back, Basham family.
Welcome back, Basham family.
Welcome back, Basham family. Today I have my sister, Delaney here. And today I'm going to be asking her some questions. So we love to do little sit down, hello Kirby. We love to do little sit down question and answer videos. And you guys have highly requested my sister Delaney. So I got some juicy questions. She's got some juicy answers. And let's get into this video. We always say this before we start. Grab you some coffee. I drink iced coffee. She drinks hot coffee. We got our cute little smiley face cup. So let's get into the video. Starting out strong with the first question. I got this question quite a few times, and literally every time I have someone asking questions, they ask this question. So, what were your first thoughts on Gabe, and what was going through your mind when you found out that we were getting married at 19?
I actually knew Gabe personally a little better than Drew at first because we were in a church function together that Drew wasn't a part of.
Mm-hmm.
It was a creative arts thing.
She was jealous. She was jealous. Me.
Oh, I was like, what?
No, I was jealous. Me. I was like, you get to hang out with him.
One time, Drew even messaged him on Instagram.
I did.
And he's like, why is your sister messaging me?
I was obsessed with him, but go ahead.
Well, I thought he was really playful and a little much for me at the time. He had this trick when he wanted to throw me over his shoulders. The activity we were doing was a performance thing, so that's what we did. And he would every single day, hey, you want to practice it? Hey, you want to practice it? And it wasn't even a part of our performance. So he was kind of a lot for me to handle at the time. I had to warm up to him a little bit.
Well, you're also very quiet, and I feel like his personality is so loud, so I feel like at times he can be a lot for you still.
Not so much anymore. I'm used to him.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is people that have arrogance.
Wow.
In any way. Like, if you're arrogant about something, it, like, makes me really annoyed immediately.
Really? Do I do that?
You're not arrogant.
Okay, that's good to know. What is it like being my sister?
I feel like I'm always in the shadow because you're always, like, you outshine everything. And that's not in a negative way. You're just like our mom. Like,
Yeah.
You just have that bubbly, big, bright, and I'm subdued.
So growing up, did that bother you? Like, was my personality, like, bothersome to you?
Your personality's never bothered me. The way people respond to your personality bothers me. Because I'm the favorite now.
I know! I'm not even the favorite!
Full circle moment.
I know! Hey, who is the most spoiled out of the three sisters?
By our parents?
By our parents. And I feel like we have, like, different answers
Honestly,
to this.
probably me. Because I'm the only one that's by myself.
So I have two answers to this question. Even though I'm not answering questions, I'm going to answer this question. I think Danae is very spoiled because she was a single mom for so long, and mom and dad, picked up the pieces and like helped her and stuff. But then I also feel like you're more spoiled now
They pick up my pieces all the time.
because mom and dad know that you're alone, and so I feel like we all are always trying to like be there for you, even though you're so independent and you're so like you don't need
Y'all
anyone.
are my people.
We are like my parents and me and like Gabe. We always are like first to like go help Delaney because we know she doesn't really have anyone. She just has her dogs, which is something, and you have us. But I would say that you're more spoiled by mom and dad now,
Probably more so.
and growing up I feel like it was pretty equal because me?
Because you
I was
are
bad.
the most boisterous person.
What is a boisterous?
You ask for what you want. And if you ask my parents for something, they're the kind of people who want to provide it. Both of them, mom and dad, both are equally responsible for spoiling us.
Right.
But you just asked all the time, so you got what you wanted.
That is very true. Do I act the same as I do in my videos in real life?
I would say for the most part, yes. Like right now I'm talking to you on video, but it feels like we normally talk.
Mm-hmm.
A little more animated, but not like a lot.
Yeah. So like my video I posted of me in Tuesday morning asking about the 50% off. Is that not how I act?
was there. I was there in the aisle over. I didn't know there was a camera on.
That's literally how I act.
I wouldn't have been able to tell because the whole time we were in there, people are going to make fun of you for this. Every item. How much is this cost, Gabe? How much is 50% off? How much is 40% off? The whole time. I didn't know there was a camera.
That's literally how I am. And then like, I always like, people are like, does she have a learning disability? I feel like maybe, I don't know. How long have you been a teacher?
I'm going on year 3.
Do you love it?
I didn't the first year.
That also brings us to the question of why don't you do social media anymore? People miss you and want to see your content.
I had TikTok for like 3 months. Not very long. I posted several videos because Drew's followers watched them, I deleted it because my students found it, and it was uncomfortable for me whenever a kid would come to school and say, I saw you do this. And I just got uncomfortable and I deleted it. That's it.
That's all? Yeah. Okay. Well, they all miss you, so I guess you'll have to come onto my page so they can see you.
Okay.
What is your biggest turnoff on a man?
Somebody who can never be serious. Like, goofy all the time. It's really annoying to me.
My husband?
Gabe can be serious.
Yeah.
Gabe is serious. I can sit down and talk to Gabe. If
Yeah.
I can't have an intellectual conversation with you, I get bored. I'm gonna leave.
So, the people want to know, are you single? Is there anybody out there that you kind of have your eye on? Are you interested in anyone?
No comment.
No comment. Okay. What was your longest relationship?
When I was in high school, I had a relationship that was about 10 months, and that's the longest one I've had. I don't date. I don't like dating. I'm not interested in dating. It's just who I am.
So, did you break up with them or did they break up with you?
I broke up with them.
So, you broke 2 hearts?
Not intentionally. When you put it that way, it makes you sound like a bad person.
No. I think you always do what's best for you. And that's something that, like, I like about you is you just do what's best for you. Whether you don't see the bigger picture, you still do it anyways. And then you end up having this, like, good thing happen because you did what you knew was best.
Again, like the castle, I waited for the right moment.
Exactly.
I didn't play games. I didn't waste my resources. None of that. And I don't play games. I just...
So, the biggest T, you have to answer honestly.
Okay.
How do you feel about me and Gabe doing social media full time? Like, does it scare you? Do you like it? Do you think we're good at it? Is it something that you would do ever?
The way I feel about the social media is, yes, y'all are good at it. Obviously, you go in public and people know you and recognize you. I've met many of Drue's fans. It's really cool to see. But as the older sister, it worries me, like, the longevity of the financial situation. And we've talked about that privately, so I have some solace and comfort about it. But that's my only worry.
Yeah, and that's pretty valid because, I mean, you have to think about those things. Like, you know, what happens in 20 years? Like, am I going to be an 80-year-old still posting TikToks? Like, you have to think about those things, you know?
I used to tell her, you know, YouTube's going to be irrelevant. And she said, no, it's not. And it's not.
Why did you pick teaching to be your career?
Okay. I almost didn't teach. I actually took a year off after I graduated college, and I worked at a tractor dealership. Real glamorous. I tell my students that all the time, and they think it's so cool. I guess it humbles me a little bit. I don't know. But they think it's cool. And while I was there, after a year, I was like, okay, I'm going to teach. And so I got certified after college.
Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't choose teaching. And I guess it was just something that was always in me. I'm a speaker, and teachers are speakers. I love reading, and I get to teach kids to love reading. So... that's why.
As you guys can tell, we're literally complete opposites, but in the best way possible. And it always blows my mind how we have 3 sisters and we're all 3 so different. Like, Danae's different, you're different, I'm different, and we come from the same 2 people. And it's like we have the best parts of both of them. It's just like the craziest thing ever. And you can definitely tell that I'm like the loud, outgoing, crazy one. Delaine's the more calm, cool, collected, such a good listener. She's very quiet. I feel like when I walk in...
I'm not quiet.
You're not quiet, but you're a good quiet though. I feel like you're very like, your spirit and who you are just comes off so calm. Like, you're very calm.
I'm pretty calm.
And like, I feel like when I'm talking, I'm rushing, my brain's going crazy. But when you talk, it's like calm and gentle and like the beach, like ooh la la. By the time I could remember growing up and having memories, my older sister Danae wasn't there anymore, and all I really had was Delane. Anyways, growing up, my mom always said that your best friend was gonna be your sister. She's gonna be everything that you need and want in life. That's all you're gonna need in life. And you know what's crazy? I didn't believe her until now, and I literally could not go a day without talking to Delane. It may not be like a full-on conversation, but it might be a text, a FaceTime, a call, and I love summers the best because she's a teacher. She's off for the whole summer, so it's honestly my favorite time, and I love spending time with you and being with you. And I think it's so crazy how, like I said, we're complete opposites, but like we can literally hang out and get along with each other. And there's like nothing.
We have similarities too.
Yeah, and I love whenever you like actually like get in your silly moods and like you're like super, you know.
I don't know. I have to recharge because I give all of that to my kids. They get my silliness and my fun, and so when I'm not at school, I'm like, you get my boring part. But now I'm like recharged and I'm ready to go.
I know, I like it. And I also love showing her new things because like Delane isn't really into like trends and like cool things.
I'm not.
And so when I take her to Crumble Cookie, I'll insert a clip of her dancing. She loves Crumble Cookie. I love taking her to Dutch Bros, but she calls it Dutch Babies because she changes the names of everything. So instead of being Dutch Bro, it's Dutch Babies. So we love that for us. But it's just so fun. And being around Delane is just so happy, and it just brings you a lot of like calmness and confidence and like just really good things. Do you ever wish that we had brothers?
I used to wish that I had a brother until I got Gabe.
Aww.
No, for real. Gabe is the brother I always wanted.
So you like Gabe?
I love Gabe. And I did used to wish that I had a brother. So he fulfilled that.
Sweet. So what is one thing you like about Gabe and what is one thing you don't like about Gabe?
Okay, I'll answer respectfully. One thing that I like about Gabe is his ability to jump into your life. Like, he will listen to whatever I tell him. He might not understand it, but he's going to listen.
He tries to care at whatever.
And he'll remember what I tell him, too. Like, he's not one of those people that I tell him my favorite book and then he's going to forget it. Now, he might be like, it's that book with that thing, and he might not remember everything about it, but he'll remember that I told him about it. Another thing I don't like about Gabe, not don't like, but something that might get on my nerves about him is maybe his energy level, because I'm so calm and subdued. I have energy too, like I can be high energy,
yeah,
but he's like next level.
Like, he wakes up that way. Like, I turn over every morning and it's zing. There's never a turn off button. He's that way. Either he's that way or he's completely quiet in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's 0 or 100 in every aspect
But
of
then
his
again,
life.
that's something I love about him too.
Like, either he's all in or he's not at all. Yeah. Like, he'll give you his all or he'll give you nothing. And, like, I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the longest time, I couldn't understand him being that way because, like, he would either be all excited and all in or he's completely quiet, ignores you, and doesn't care.
Well, I've never been ignored by him because I don't spend that much time with him. So he never does that. Well, because y'all live together.
Yeah.
It's different when you're with somebody 24/7.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm with him, he doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
But
Alrighty, you guys, that is all the questions that we have for Miss Delane today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're actually about to film a second video. We're going to do a girl talk video. I feel like my sister has a lot of good advice for like periods, girly talk, things like that. So you guys stay tuned to watch the next video of me and her doing a sit down talking about all the girly things. We hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you got to get to know my sister a little bit more. And I love y'all so much. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.